Hello Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your new moon, full moon. Full moon reading, November 12th. Full moon will be in Taurus, your first house of self, appearances, your awareness of self, first impressions, new beginnings, firsts. Got some master numbers coming out here. So I'm using the enchanted map oracle cards, and I'm going by Colette Barn Reed. Going to clarify with the tarot. I always, for these full moon readings and oracle readings, meditate on your sign and shuffle before camera, just cutting them on camera for you here. So we'll see what we have. And I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman for clarification. No particular reason. It's kind of like an eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. Because I was feeling I've been charging my cards, and so I just feel like they all can speak what they need to speak. So, welcome to anyone new to my channel. Welcome back, subscribers. Do hope you find these readings helpful. Just keep in mind they are general. They are meant for those who do need to hear a message from Spirit regarding their journey, clarity, confirmation, or forewarning, and it's also predictive messages, so some of them may not correlate with your journey until the middle or the end of the period that this reading is covering. Full moon surprises sometimes can come up, and with it being in your first house, Taurus, something could come to the spotlight in some way for some of you. Let's see what we have, what the cards have to say. So recent past, we have Peaks of Joy with Queen of Coins. Okay, so looks like, and we've got the master number 33. I was noticing that with that. So I feel for some of you, this has been recently a happy time for you. For some of you financially, some of you, but I'm also getting for some of you may have freed yourself from someone who's had a hold on you, or from something that's had a hold on you that has affected either your health, your finances, your sense of security. Okay, so it really can be going either way here, but recent past peaks of joy is you're so happy you can't help but show it. It's you know, something you're spreading, and you know, just head in the clouds with something again that you've acquired, or something that you were released from. This could also be new work, something, a new position. This for some of you is a new business that some of you have started and you're very happy about the beginning of. Some of you have reached some level of security financially that is really freeing you from some burdens. So some of you, this is really good news. This is really, as far as like where it started, as far as your recent past and what this, well, let's see where it's leading. So we have strength with the Queen of Swords. So I feel for some of you, this is you using your communication, having very keen insight into your own strength. You know what you've endured, you know what you can handle, and you can handle a lot. Many of you are standing on that, and perhaps getting a little bit guarded, maybe. What the guarding is for, if I was to continue this from this, what I was picking up here, if you have released yourself from a situation that was more of a possessive attachment type of energy you freed yourself from, you may be in the mode where you are handling a lot on your own, and I don't want to say it's bitterness. I would say it's more of a detached way of approaching your world, knowing your strengths. But I also feel it's maybe knowing your weaknesses. But some of you have endured something here that's given you some type of power and authority in what it is that you're doing for yourself, your identity. For some of you, now we do have, with these two queens showing up, some of you may be I'm gonna look further. I'm gonna keep that thought because I'm gonna continue because I looked a little bit further. But right now, I feel like for many of you, you're taking your seat on your throne as far as speaking your mind, speaking for yourself, and for some of you, being strong and cutting some people off or cutting some people loose, or keeping your guard up from someone who was possessing you. Now, if this is a new position, new job, new work that's giving you a peaks of joy, more financial security, then some of you are being a lot wiser with this new sense of security, new sense of a lot of responsibility too. Some of you may be coming into more responsibility. And these also can be representing people in your life. So some of you maybe in between an earth sign and an air sign, feminine energy. Okay. So for some of you, and I feel like a lot of times I get crosswasher energy here. Some of you are seeing the strength in someone that is inspiring you. It is inspiring to you, but you're being strong in a sense of maybe not allowing, not going to say give them credit for it, but it's like an acknowledgement here is like difficult for some of you within a situation, restraining yourself from and guarding yourself, putting up a barrier. Some of you are putting up a barrier, even to what is your power, what is your strength. Some of you may have found that, and it's a very valuable thing for you, but you may know that you need to also protect it, protecting your strength, also protecting where you've grown from situations and learn from situations so that you're not repeating patterns, okay? So that's coming up here. Someone may have a strong hold on you, okay, as well. Some type of strong hold that you may be trying to work on cutting out. You know you'll have to be strong to do it. And what we have for the resistance or the challenge, we have the Ten of Swords with the magic prayer. So some of you are feel the resistance maybe to totally end something. Maybe you don't want to totally end something, or you want to resurrect something, possibly. That's the challenge. Can you resurrect a dead situation? Only you know. But this is the challenge here. Knowing what it is that you would like to manifest in this. And for some of you, you know it will take perhaps some prayer in regards to whatever this situation maybe is for you. Some of you, I feel, even knowing that it's ending, even in your gut knowing, some type of change here that some of you may be not wanting to take on fully, as far as the finality, the finalization of whatever it is. It's like some of you maybe want to hold on to some part of either yourself or a situation that it just may be time for you to go off on or do independently on your own, if it is the end of a relationship. Or maybe that's not what you want, that's a resistance. For some of you, trust may be an issue now. Trust may be an issue too, especially if you've experienced some type of happiness, some type of financial gain, independence for yourself. Some of Some of you may need to be on guard because you don't want someone who's going to stab you in the back. You don't want someone who's going to hurt you. But then I also get a sense that this is for some of you, because this is your first house again, there's a part of your identity you're not ready to let go of. This part of your identity you're not ready to let go of. Now there could be some of you may have recovered from a health, like something with your health, but you know now to be a lot cautious. And yet and still there's maybe this feeling of, well, maybe I can hold on to it a little bit, maybe not completely cut it off of my identity, but maybe I'll be a little bit more guarded with something here. There's something here that you're gaining control over. It could even be your own mind, how you even are seeing yourself. How are you reflecting? I feel like right now you're reflecting to the world, Taurus, that you are very strong. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, very strong. You can handle a lot, and there's no BSing you. There's no because you can see through it, and you've gained some power recently in some way, or regained. Okay, so now we have for what is an unexpected help, King of Swords with deep freeze. Wow. Okay, so Aquarius season's coming up for me for this. Something of a period here, or through the winter season. Unexpected help for some of you may be putting, it's not really a pause, this is like a gestation period where some of you are going to be bringing in a balance in your mind about where it is you're going, what it is you're doing, and time being on your side, in a sense that it's not a time really for action. This is maybe even the ability to really get in touch with your higher power that is in you, that is you, and really working on something could be of some magnitude that really gives a clear view of what it is that you want to come across to the world, of yourself, your identity. Definitely leadership as well. And this could also be an indication of something being on pause, you taking on a position that it will be some time. In between that time, you will have grown even. And something here too, the feminine energy, the masculine showing up here is making a decisive decision of what he or she would like to see when the time is right. There's a patience with this deep freeze energy. You are taking in your atmosphere. Soon these things will thaw, but in the time that you have to really maybe mastermind something that you're working on for yourself, of cutting away and clearing of something, again, that is not a part of you. Some of you may find that power again, but within. Some of you are knowing, realizing that you have to make yourself happy before someone else can make you happy. But even in that sense, you're aware that you have power to control yourself and can stand alone if you need to, based on what you know, based on what you know of yourself. More importantly, knowing yourself, getting in touch with yourself will only, so if there's some part of yourself that you do need to put to an end, or if it's, you feel that, or if it's like just kind of something, I feel like if it's nagging you, then that's something of a message that this is, if there is something that you've been doing that has you realizing is a negative pattern, I feel like that the message here, as far as your challenge and resistance of being okay with a total ending, or praying for there to be some type of resurrection here, of maybe perhaps some type of communication possibly here. So, but the unexpected help is, I feel, and this could too be, this as well could be something really official that comes in, that allows you some time And again, it could be some manifestation of some type of material security. It could be. Or some of you may have be given orders to like take a leave from a job. I'll pick that up. And what you're going to do in that time is make it worth your while. You're going to do something here. If that resonates for you at all. If some of you are taking a total, maybe taking a break, maybe coming back. Maybe some of you are doing that. Some of you may be doing that, taking a little hiatus somewhere to put some pieces to your puzzle together in your life. That could be possible here. For some of you as well, this could be an indication of a separation from a place, not necessarily a person. And I'm picking up waters. Some of you may, this is really picking that up. Yeah, so it looks like some of you maybe don't want to go back to a place that you feel is going to be looking at you of your old you. You've become a new person in some way. But I really feel like some of you, it's maybe trying to resurrect a dead situation, or that it was closed at one point. There was some closure. Some of you don't want closure. Maybe you're fearing closure in a sense. Maybe in a sense, having your guard up. You don't want to be hurt again. So something or someone showing up made you happy in the past. Some here. But see, with a lot of people showing up, it's kind of tricky to read all of the layers, but they're coming up here. We have, for your advice, stuck in the mud, 5 of Wands. Your advice is to stand still again. Work through your conflict within your mind. Work through the conflict within yourself. I feel like some of you would benefit from expressing your grievances where you are, rather than just up and leaving a situation. Okay, so that's coming together for me. I feel that with this, because I'm seeing it as there's maybe some part of you that feels like you need to either run away, or there's avoidance of conflict that you may have been used to doing. Trying to do everything on your own. And I feel like for some of you, where you are is that's going to be like, and if people are coming at you, it's like stand where you are, and keep your eye on what you're doing. Keep your eye on your prize of whatever your prize is. Don't worry about the competition. Go ahead and do it. And for some of you, I feel this is a message that if you're feeling that urge to leave, but you know you're feeling, go with your gut, because I don't feel like maybe where your roots have grown here, that's where your tree is going to blossom, where you are, not where you pick up and plant somewhere else. Some of you need to work on that faith of transforming. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to transform everything and everyone or around you. It's internal. It's within you. So this, I feel the advice is to just take a look around you and see where the conflict lies, and don't be afraid to, put your input into a situation that could actually work things out. Some of you, there's maybe a conversation that needs to be had, And there definitely needs to be a slower, like a slow down or a patience with this energy. Some of you, I don't feel like it would be advice to be combative. It would be more so to work with that inner conflict within yourself, staying right where you are and dealing with, you know, laying in the bed that you made, whatever that is, where you are, because I feel that in using your voice, speaking from your soul, being okay with, you know, everywhere you go, there's going to be some type of conflict. This is what I'm really kind of getting the messages. It's just, so this is your chance in this time. And I also kind of picked up when I was meditating and shuffling for you guys, the Tauruses, I feel like it's maybe something that started in February, or February of this year was significant in whatever this full moon may be bringing into culmination for you. Something in between that time, or it could be for the next February, but I really feel it was more February of this year, that may be giving you a chance to, I would say, just fight a good fight in a sense, but doing so with a higher intellect, higher perspective here. Some of you may have help with this. Some of you, this is continue to fight where you are. It really, really is, because some of you need to look around you and see that it's not as bad as you think it is, and also how powerful you can be if you take your rightful seat in the place, in a situation. Some of you have already planted a lot of seeds in an environment or a place or an industry for yourself. So it's just to continue to maintain that, but with a higher perspective. Don't be afraid of that. The communication that may start off a little combative or even competitive, but it's okay. It's like you will find your voice. You will find the things to say. You will find the things to express. And if it's just inner conflict, if your own inner conflict, it's like before you take a next step anywhere, before you do make something, you know, do some inner work that really is some soul searching that will help you kind of resolve whatever this conflict is within you that may be reflecting outside of you, you know. So now here we have come together with the Ace of Coins for the outcome. So yeah, this I feel is definitely some type of new start. And there is some partnership coming up here, because we do have the Queen and the King of Swords showing up here. Some of you may be coming into a relationship with someone who there's a lot of admirers, or, you know, I would say you really wouldn't, or you both maybe have your options. Being sure that this person is but you want to be sure this person, you're not an option to them. So that's something here is like, but I feel like this, well, everyone's looking at you. You're looking at the prize. Okay. I'm really kind of getting the energy with this Five of Wands. So even if it is, it's like, you know, you have your power, but you're not using it to fight against them or point fingers or do whatever. You're focused on, you can see where, and I've worked with other decks too, that the Five of Wands does depict there being one person that can kind of really see what everyone's going for, but they're just like, they don't even have to do anything. So Taurus, some of you don't even have to do anything. It's going to come to you, whatever you know. But if it comes to you in a sense of causing you conflict within yourself, and inner conflict, again, it's that soul searching again. And really kind of taking your time, let something marinate, even in hibernation mode. So some of you, now the possibility with this, I feel like some of you may, if you're single, may be making a commitment, but kind of guarding it from people who may be backstabbing, hoping for the end. That's also a challenge and resistance, not necessarily within you. It could be working outside of you, where it's like what you pray for, your intentions, there's always kind of this kind of backstabbing of energy where someone's trying to maybe take your joy, maybe keep your joy from you, or whatever it is. Or, you know, that you have that. You have a, I feel, source connection with what is valuable for you. You're standing strong through adversity, through whatever. And this Queen of Swords has to stand strong through adversity, because if they have all these swords that are ready to attack, then yeah, you want to guard that. You want to, that's the challenge or the resistance, because there's something, there's an energy around, but it's I feel like it's just more of an energy of like, wherever you go, that energy is going to kind of be there. So it's like, stand still, stay where you are, deep freeze. That's going to be a help stuck in the mud. Okay, so that's a sense of like, again, your roots will be the further they go down, the, you know, the stronger it will be. So in this sense, this is some type of new beginning. This is some type of new agreement that you're going to be making with someone. I definitely feel it is on the love level, but it could be as well be on the work front. It could as well be something here of a newfound sense of security within even your health, again, because you know, this could be a surgeon or someone who's going to be helping you, or someone who is a license in a sense of what you need, and if you need to rest or something here. Sorry, I'm jumping from, I just, you know, but definitely could be the start of a new relationship, or the new beginning in an existing relationship, coming together to build, having a higher perspective as well together. So this Ace of Coins, it's a powerful new beginning, definitely. And yeah, I'm definitely seeing Capricorn into Aquarius season being very significant for some of you in regards to what you want to see a new start in, where you want to see a new start. Okay. So that is the reading that I have for you, Taurus. I hope this was helpful, and if you would like a personal reading, that information is below. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.